McGuire is joining us from XM to give us his take on the day's trade. Peter, good afternoon to you. Look, we mentioned it earlier. The ASX seems to be doing not much over the past 4 months. Today, a negative session. What did you make of it?
Well, good afternoon, Nadine. Hello, Danny. You know, it was down about 0.8, as Danny mentioned, and it was the worst of, if I look at the numbers across Asia, Nadine, China was down, but overall, it's been a pretty good day across pretty Asia. There hasn't been a lot of movement. Yeah, we were sold down and probably some profit taking, and just the way that maybe something to do with the oil market edging higher, and it could be a worrying thought as far as growth numbers and all of that sort of thing. So let's just wait and see how it all rolls.
Yeah, just looking at the oil price, it popped up to US $90 a barrel, and Saudi Arabia and Russia doing their best to, curb supply. Do we think it's got more upside risks at the moment? How do the charts look, Peter?
Well, I think so, Danny. I mean, those Russia and Saudi, those cuts, rolling it out to December, they're certainly, I think, going to add more horsepower to price. We've seen a big move to the upside in the last, say, 6 or 7 trading sessions, best part of 7% up. So, yeah, 95's probably, we're knocking on the door. It gave up a little bit of the hot air about 7 or 8 hours ago. It was, I think, about 4 o'clock this morning, it was 91.40 or 91.60, I think, for Brent. So where we're running at the moment, I think you'll probably see maybe consolidate for a day or two, just get its breath, and then I wouldn't be surprised to edge higher from here.
So, Peter, when you look at U.S. markets, U.S. equity markets, what is your sense? You might have heard us talking off the top that some are expecting to see a next leg down, a pullback to come, given the broader concerns about, growth and yields and everything else.
Sure. Well, S&P, Nadine, 40% of its earnings, I believe, are offshore. NASDAQ is 60%. So if you've got a slowing global economy, then that's not a good sign as far as what's going to happen internally on those markets. And they've both had amazing run-ups. I mean, if you're looking over the last 8 months, certainly the NASDAQ and S&P's done very well as well, and the Dow. So maybe it's a little bit of, again, consolidation. Maybe there's, it runs out of steam, a bit of exhaustion to the upside, and, profit taking and so on. We understand where you made mention of that. Of course, we're only about 5 weeks out from earnings and the start of that announcement. So we've just got to see how all of those numbers look, and Fed rhetoric, and overall, I suppose, health of the domestic economy in the States.
Peter, the Aussie dollar, it's been really held captive to China data lately, and it's done a complete turnaround today. It was quite weak when the Chinese yuan was weak. I don't know whether the PBOC has stepped in today, but we actually just popped up to 64 cents as I'm speaking now. What is going on with our poor little Aussie battler?
Well, the peso's been all over the place. I mean, it's a great market to trade, and the volatility has just been incredible. So maybe it had something to do with maybe some of the news coming out as far as Evergrande. It was up 70%. I just saw that drop. The overall thoughts as far as US dollar, what's going on possibly domestically and in China. It's a very hard one to pick. What are the fundamentals driving it? All I know is you look at the charts, and it's just mayhem. It offers so much opportunity because it's so wild in the sense of volatility, and I don't necessarily think that's going to stop in the short term either.